What's up guys? Today is an exciting day because Archaic sent me their new taillights for the R56 Mini Cooper, which I'm really excited about because I've been wanting new taillights for my car. So I haven't opened them yet. They're still in the box, sealed, and we're gonna go ahead and open them up together so you guys can see what they look like. It's my understanding that these taillights are based off of the new R56 Mini, which has like the angular taillights instead of the round ones like Minis typically have, which I do prefer roundish taillights. So these, because they're for the R56, kind of mesh the best of both worlds. So. That is what they look like. So let's go ahead and open these up. Okay, so these are for the R56, R57, R58, and R59, 2007 to 2013. And this box, I guess, is already open. I did not open it, I swear. We got an installation manual. The taillights themselves. And it looks like we have some modules for wiring. I imagine they make it so the car doesn't throw any codes with them, which would be pretty cool. We'll see if they actually work. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and open up one of these taillights. They look like they already have a module bolted to them right here. So I wonder what the difference is for. Why did it come with spares? I guess we'll find out, but first I'm going to unwrap this and show you guys what it looks like. So as you can see, it's not exactly like the other Mini Cooper. It's not exactly like the F66. It is not red. This one's clear and smoked, but very similar design. It's really cool. These have like startup animations and are gonna look really good, especially with my wrap color. I'm really excited. So as you can see here, these do have a DOT stamp on them, so they are street legal. And these are incredibly easy to install on a Mini Cooper. I'm gonna show you how. If you guys wanna buy a set of these, I did sign up for their affiliate program, so I'll actually get like a little bit of a kickback if you buy some. Honestly, make your own judgment on if you like them or not. But if you wanna support the channel and you do like the taillights, that is a really good way to do so. There will be a link in the description for that and potentially a coupon code. I'm really impressed. I didn't expect the installation manual to be this good. So it explains that those in that package, there's 2 extra resistors. I don't know if you'll get those, but the other 2 things are these adapters, and that is to convert the taillights. Right now they're set up to run on 2011 to 2013 models. I need this adapter because I have a 2007. So you need an adapter if you have 2007 to 2010. And then they show how to set the switch. Okay, I think I understand now. So If you have a 2007 to 2010, the reverse lights are in the taillights. So you turn this switch on and that will turn on the reverse light functionality. If you have a newer Mini where the reverse lights are in the bumper, then go ahead and turn that to off so that the reverse lights don't come on when you reverse. We have the different lighting modes. These are the different modes that you can turn it on to. This one is most like the F66. That's probably what I'm going to use. And then there is like a startup animation that plays. And then this is the app that you need for it. It goes over that. I'll go over that with you later. And then it's got installation steps, which I will go over with you. They're very detailed in here. Tells you not to tighten the screws until you test it, probably in case like you break something, you can't return it. And then troubleshooting steps. If lights aren't working, they tell you to, try plugging this light into this side and see if it still doesn't function, because if it doesn't function, then it's a wiring issue. And then tells you like when to contact them if you have issues. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and take these out. So these taillights are actually super simple to remove, probably easier than any other taillight I've ever done. I don't know if these will be hard for you to remove if this is OEM, but mine is pretty old at this point, so it comes out pretty easy. You just take a plastic trim tool like this and just kind of work your way around wherever you can get in, maybe on the side here. Use plastic so you don't hurt your paint. And that's it. And then you just have 3 T20s. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. Don't know what happened with it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take out my 2. Once you have those out, come into your trunk, take out this little access panel right here. And then inside, you're gonna feel there's like a little clip on the bottom and another one on the top. So on the bottom you have to reach in and pull up on it, and then on the top you have to pull down on it. If I'm wrong about that, I'll let you know in just a second. Then you got a plug right here. Go ahead and unplug it. And it looks like both the clips are broken on my taillight, but this is what I was talking about. So I believe you push up on this one, and then here you pull down on this one, and that'll release it. Since I do have an 07, I went ahead and plugged in the adapter harness. I unplugged the gray plug from this yellow and black, and I plugged it into this green and black wire instead. So let's go ahead and plug this in, and then we'll do the other side and test if it works. All right, let's go ahead and swap out this side. So one thing that I wanted to say, this side's like clipped in better and properly. It's actually best to kind of pull this to the side and go from the inside here. That will get it to come out properly. This side has all 3 screws. So on this side, the bottom clip is still intact, so it took a bit of effort to get out, but you just get your hand in there, which it's pretty tight, and then you push up on this as you pull the light out from the front, and it'll come through. The top clip's broken on this side too. I'm gonna make sure that this is set to on so that I have my reverse lights. And these lights don't have the clips on the top and bottom, so that's one less thing that you got to worry about. Because they don't really hold in. So I'm gonna start one of these just to hold it in before I test it. All right, let's turn them on and see what happens. Super cool. All right. That flickering is just because of the type of LED they are. It's not flickering in real life. It's just the camera. And the reverse LED is on. So reverse lights are working. That is because the e-brake doesn't work on this car. So I park it in reverse so that if I do forget that it's in gear and I start the car, I don't run into my garage door. I guess I just run into this car instead. I don't know which is better, but I typically put it in reverse when it's parked. All right, so there's with the turn signal on. Actually, it's the flashers. And now I'm gonna test the brake lights. And I put it in first gear so the reverse lights would turn off. Watch me crash into my garage now. All right, let's turn those off and test the brake lights. Since I know they work, let's go ahead and assemble everything the rest of the way. Man, those look so good, even off. That looks super cool. I love the clear smoked with this color wrap. It's sweet. All right, I'm gonna play around with the functionality of these. Sorry, I'm super sweaty, it's really hot out. And learn the app and stuff, and then I'll get back with you guys to show you how it works. All right, so I made a small mistake earlier in the video. And that mistake is that with the earlier models, you need this resistor on here for the turn signal. That's what the yellow and black wire right here is for. So that's super important. You'll get hyper flash otherwise, which is what I ran into. The reason that this has another plug here is for that second resistor that they gave you. So this will turn off the code that you get for the taillights. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel the sticky on here and stick this other one like right here. And then I'll go ahead and plug that in here. This is Mochi. Everybody say hi to Mochi. Hi, buddy. You cutie pie. Now I'll do the same thing to this side. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to swap through the different modes on the taillights. These have 3 different modes, just like the R56 Mini Cooper does. On the app, they're called 1, 2, and 3, but they are the same modes as on the F66. It's Classic, Favored, and John Cooper Works. And I'm going to show you how to select between the different modes. So first you're going to need this app. They give it to you in the instructions, but it's called the Happy Lighting app. So you can go ahead and download that from the App Store or from the Play Store. And then open that up. You get all of this RGB stuff, but this stuff doesn't do anything. What you really need to pay attention to is this style screen right here. And then you'll see you got this little scroll and you can select between mode 1, 2, and 3. Currently, even though it shows mode 1, I have mode 2 selected right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on mode 2. It'll probably reset it. No, it didn't. Okay. So now that I have mode 2 selected, this is classic. So this is like the Union Jack taillights. If you want favored, which adds like another strip right here, you go to mode 1. So we'll go ahead and do that. It'll do the animation. And now this right here is mode 1. So this is called favored. And then if you want the John Cooper Works mode, you're gonna select mode 3. And now this is what John Cooper Works looks like. And in the app here, you can also set your presets. So if you will pick this one right here, this is gonna turn on mode 1. And then we could change this to a different preset just by then scrolling the wheel here. So you can see now we set that preset to number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and set it back to 1. So I have the presets down here. I think it makes it just a little bit easier to select between the different modes. So we'll go ahead and select through those, but I'm gonna show you that you can also turn the animation off. This will turn not only the startup animation off, but it will change the sequential turn signal to just a standard on-off turn signal. You just hit this power button at the top. And now that we've turned that off, you can see we can switch between different modes, and it's instant. So if you don't want the animation and you don't want the sequential turn signal, not sure why you wouldn't want those things, but you can turn them off. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the animation back on and then switch it back to preset 2, which is what I had it set at. And that gives us the Union Jack mode, the classic mode. Thanks again to Archaic for sending me some really cool taillights. I'm really happy about them. Been driving around with them and I just think it looks so cool. Once again, if you guys want a set for yourself, there will be a link in the description to buy those. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at EJ6Nicky. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you like the channel, please subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.